19 victims, 19 lives forever changed. A man finally punished for crimes of rape and assault that stretch back decades. The massive sentence handed down today. WRTV's Adam Schooms was there for it all.
Inside a Shelby County courtroom, friends, families, and victims gathered.
I've had a lot of victories through the years. This is definitely the best.
To look a man directly in the eye who victims say caused them to live in fear for more than 30 years.
The victims suffered for so long, and they wondered constantly if somebody looked at them in the store, if a car drove by slow, if a car drove by and honked. Anything out of the norm. Is this him? Is he coming to get me? Is he going to follow through with his threats? They wondered about that.
Stephen Ray Hessler of Greensburg was sentenced for 19 separate rapes and assaults dating back to the 1980s. Friday, he learned that he was sentenced to 650 years in prison. Hessler was finally arrested in 2020. The Shelby County prosecutor says that's when investigators were able to get a sample of his DNA from an envelope he licked so he could send a utility payment. It was then matched to evidence collected from the scene of one of the attacks.
The DNA match got us into his house and into his computers, into his digital media and so on, and that's where we found what you're calling a mountain of evidence.
8 victims and a sister of a victim all testified. One of the victims saying, and I'm paraphrasing this, "What is done in the dark will come true in the light. My husband was robbed of his health. He took away his love." August 17th, 1985.
Because he's Stephen Ray Hessler. He's one of the most evil people I've ever had the unfortunate pleasure of being able to prosecute. The way that he took great pleasure in brutally sexually torturing.
As the victims go home tonight, they have a sense of relief, knowing that a man who they say changed their whole life is going to spend the rest of his life behind bars. Working for you, Adam Schooms, WRTV.
And the prosecutor added today that these crimes haunted the Shelby County area for decades.